Guys, back at Farmer Pat here. I'm gonna be talking today about bananas and why I think bananas is one of the most important survival foods and food overall that you can grow, particularly if you live in a tropical or subtropical area. So guys, I'm gonna walk you through my garden and show you how many banana plants I have after living on this property for under 3 years. I started off with like 4 or 5 plants, and now I have multiple plants. And guys, banana is such an important food. You can eat bananas green. I know a lot of people may not be aware of that, but in the islands, like I'm from Jamaica, we eat the bananas green. To eat them green, you have to first boil them until they're tender, and then you eat them. But guys, this is very, very important. It's a great starch. It actually is helps with diabetes because it's what they call a resistant starch. So it has a low glycemic index, which makes it really good in diets for most diabetics. It has B6, I believe it has B12, it has vitamin C. With bananas, guys, you can even eat the skin green. You can even eat the skin. So how I eat the skin is, in Jamaica, we have this dish called fish tea, where you basically boil fish, you remove the bones, and then you add your carrots, your onions, your chocho or chayote squash, and your green bananas. I slice up these green bananas green and boil them in the soup. And the skin has just basically a neutral flavor. The skin is packed with iron, so it's a really good source of food there. Anyway, what I love most about bananas is that, guys, you plant one banana plant. Like I planted a small sucker here, and each sucker, what I first planted was probably the size of this little one here. You see this little one here? And then once you plant a sucker, that sucker grows up, and then it sends up several other. These each one of these trunks is actually like a branch of the banana, right? It's really one plant, and it keeps sending up these suckers or these different trunks, and then each trunk bears a fruit, or bears not a fruit, but bears a whole bunch of bananas. You can, as soon as the bananas are filled out, you can start eating the bananas. You don't have to wait. You don't have to harvest a whole bunch. Like we've been eating from this bunch for several weeks now. If you look up here, you can see where we've been cutting bunches off. As the fruits mature and as the bananas, you see, like when the edges start filling out, that's when you can start eating them. Cut a few off. If it's just you, just take cut off two, boil them. You can eat them. You can use them like mashed potatoes. You can eat them as a side, like how you'll boil potatoes and add it as a side. You can grater it and make banana porridge. You can make it ripen. You eat them ripe. You can make banana breads. You can make banana flour. You can dry it as a starch, make it into a flour. Guys, there's just so many ways you can use bananas. So I have already this banana circle, I'm gonna call it. This banana circle was the very first banana that I harvested from this garden. The banana, when we finish harvesting the banana, you chop the whole entire tree down. I'm just gonna call it a banana tree. I know it's not technically a tree, but we're gonna call it banana tree. The first one bore fruit. I chopped it to the ground. Then these other ones came up. When they finish bearing fruit, you chop it down. You lay it down on the ground. It disintegrates eventually, and that will in turn feed the soil and feed the other bananas that are coming up. So this is the second banana bunch in this banana circle. And as you can see, we have a lot of bananas. We've already harvested several. We probably harvested maybe 2 dozen. And you can see it is still full of bananas. So we're eating these as they go along. So this was one banana circle that has turned into 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 additional plants here. So let's move on and check out the other bananas. Here I have another banana plant that I got from a friend Johnny. You remember that Johnny from the 1 acre tour? This one hasn't borne fruit yet. This little tiny one, that's a banana plant, but that's not doing anything. Then over here, this is another kind of banana. It's called a Bora banana, also known as, some countries, some islands call it plantain, but it's really a Bora banana. But here is what it looks like. They started off green, but now they have these little lines on it. This is my first time having these bananas. And as you can see, we've also been eating from this. These bananas are very, very thick. Let me show you my hand so you can see how thick it is. Very, very thick, very big bananas. So we harvest like 1 or 2 at a time. And these bananas are really good as banana chips. We slice them up very, very thin and fry them, and we eat them like how you have potato chips. We've been eating them as banana chips. So these are the Boro bananas, and you can see this is one circle. And from this one banana, this is the first one that we planted when it was small. From this one banana, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 banana plants from one banana that it was planted. And guys, this is why I love bananas. I started off with maybe 4 or 5 plants. 2 years ago is when I started planting my banana plants, and I would say I have close to 40 plants throughout the properties. And what I do, guys, all I do is whenever I have multiple, like I dig up the smaller one of the smaller ones like this one here, and I plant it at another part in my garden, and then that one plant will become its own cluster and have 6 or 7. So I haven't even really split these in probably over a year, but I can tell you I have close to 40 plants throughout now. Before we move on, let's go back and talk about fertilization, how I fertilize my bananas. So guys, I don't really fertilize. You see like those yellow branches there, anything that's yellow or drying up, I basically just chop those down and drop them at the base. It makes the plant healthier, plus all the potassium and all the minerals in the branches will actually break down and feed the soil. So I just drop those along there, and then you see all these dried up branches. That's like really good mulch. And right there is a trunk of the last banana plant that we harvested. We just chopped it and left it on the ground. That makes it break down and feed the soil. So that's basically my fertilization. Dried branches, it acts like a perfect mulch. Any yellowing branches, once the plant has already fruited, I chop it down, chop it up, or just leave it whole and leave it around the trunk. It creates a nice mulch barrier, plus it breaks down and feeds the soil. And as you can see, my bananas are super healthy. Let's see what other bananas we have. Let's see what else we have. So in this corner, I also had one banana plant that my friend called special banana. We weren't sure what it was. Some people believe it could be ice cream banana. I'm not quite sure. I don't really know the different names of bananas. But from this one banana, guys, literally, oh my gosh, look. Wow. So I didn't see this till now. I can tell it's about to flower. You can't really tell yet, but yeah, by tomorrow, you're going to see a flower there. So that one is about to flower. This is one banana circle. You can see this is a banana that fruited last year and we cut it down. So from here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bananas. These are also from the same circle. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. This one hasn't flowered yet. That one is about to fruit. That one is about to fruit. Then here I have a plantain. Same family as bananas, but it's a plantain. This one hasn't done anything yet. I mean, it's growing. It's my first and only plantain on the property. Back here, I got another banana from Johnny. I planted this one banana, and this is the first time it's flowering. You can see the flower hanging over the neighbor's fence. And then from that one plant, we have 1, 2 bananas. So guys, you see so far how many bananas we have, how much food we have in the garden. And guys, plant your bananas, man. Plant your bananas. Let's see what else we have. All right, these are my dwarf I'm not sure how to pronounce it. My dwarf bananas. I'm just going to call it dwarf bananas. When we first moved here 2.5, almost 3 years ago, we planted 1 banana here and 1 banana here. It's about 2 years ago. If you guys go back and see my videos of when I created this island, I planted 2 bananas here. The first one was the longest one to bear. That one just bore fruit, and we already cut it down. You see it right here? We finished eating it maybe 2 months ago. We cut it down and we just left it in place to feed the other bananas. So look at that, guys. We cut it down 2 months ago. This one is already fruiting. This one wasn't even flowering when we went to Jamaica. We were gone like a week and a half, and we came back to find this fruiting. Right before we left, this one had started flowering, and in a week and a half, look at that, you can see the bananas. And then yesterday, I noticed right behind it, look, we have another banana that flowered. So how many bunches do we have so far? Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So six bunches so far, guys. 6 bunches of bananas. No, wait. We have the first one we showed you that has a bunch. The boar banana is 2. There are 2 in that corner. 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 here. 6 over there. And then the one right behind it, guys. 7 bunches of bananas. Each bunch can have anywhere from 50 to 100 bananas or more. But so far, the most I've had is about 100. Let's see what else we have. All right, and guys, this is my last banana circle that I currently have. So you can see why it's so important to have these banana plants. You can start off with 1, and from that 1, you can just keep getting multiple. So this is a very, very special banana. This, I call it my mother-in-law banana, because the very first banana plant that I got was from my mother-in-law, and this is like the great grandchild of the plant she gave me. She passed away back in 2020, so this means a lot to me. So I got my banana plant a year ago. It already fruited, and we chopped it down. So all of these guys are suckers from that one plant. So from that one plant I planted that already bore in the middle and got chopped down, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8, 9. We have 9 banana plants that are growing from that one. 9 bananas that are growing from that one, and you can tell by the fatness of this one and this one are probably gonna fruit next. So guys, just like that, we already have 7 banana plants fruiting, and we can have a lot more. And you know, you can preserve your bananas. You can freeze them, you can boil them, freeze them, peel them, of course, boil them, freeze them, let them get ripe, freeze them, use them in your slushes. Bananas are just an incredible plant, and hope that this encouraged you to go on out there and plant a banana. Even I follow some people who are even up north, like Grow Family Network, Black Tropical Homestead. There are several other people that are not really in a tropical environment, but they do grow their bananas in high tunnels. So just wanted to share that, guys. Grow some bananas. We're getting in harder times. Food is more and more expensive. So if there's anything you can do to grow your own food, bananas is a great place to start. Till next time, bye now.